Madden NFL 24, and we'll see Bijan Robinson.
Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. Well, the Titans ready to take over on offense for the first time, and it is the now 35-year-old Ryan Tannehill who leads them out in his 12th NFL campaign.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Second and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Back to throw, Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. On fourth down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. This is taken at the 15. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over, 1st and 10. The Falcons ready to go to work here on offense. And at the helm in his 2nd season, Charles, it's Desmond Ridder.
And it felt like it watching the game tape. He got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Kevin Byard up to make the tackle. You talk about this Titan defense. They're squarely in the middle of the pack against the run this year, number 16 in the NFL.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Ridder to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. On first down, it's Tannehill. That's complete to Traylon Burks. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Now Tannehill. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 3rd and 4 now. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. And his throw is going to be incomplete. You talk about this Falcon defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Tennessee offense set to go again. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Running from the gun with Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That play ended for a net loss by Jesse Bates.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Here's Tannehill. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, Ritter. Throw left side, there's London. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Robinson on a give right side. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Back to Robinson now on first down. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. One of only 2 rookies to top 1,000 yards on the ground last year. Here's Tyler Algier.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
The Galen yard brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line. That's the end of the
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now, Falcon football. As they come up now, 2nd and goal.
Set, ready. Watch out now. 52, check white.
Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Desmond Ritter, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again. Since they lost the last time out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He gets it to Burks again. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Henry up the middle, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
It's a loss of 2.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
At the 46-yard line.
Tannehill. It's complete. Burks will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And Tannehill's got the first as he slides to a hole. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. Third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
A run there with Henry as he gets forward only for about 3. Second down coming up. With that last carry, he's now over 8,000 career rushing yards.
All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis, and now he's starting to approach another Hall of Famer.
Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit, but his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps, and that play finished off really, really well. Well conceived, well designed, and even better executed.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Bijan Robinson and the Falcons back onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Let's go now.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at the 20.
Go.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Holding. Offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. A give left side to Robinson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here we go.
An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Back to throw, Ritter. And that will be incomplete. Had the pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it will be Falcon football. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Nice tackle, nice play by Kevin Byard. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards that time, and a first down on the keeper.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
75 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Shot, 17.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. This 2nd and 4. Robinson up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Hey, green. Slide 2.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
So if you're going to play charades at home, make sure you grab him, because for a running back, he sure did a pretty good wide receiver impression there. Going to line up in the slot to the left side. And a lot of times, as we well know,
Running back routes aren't as crisp as wide receiver routes, but this one, more than adequate for that play.
Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson, as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons would extend their lead here just before halftime. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll get things started in the NFC North. Minnesota on the road traveling to Lambeau. And it's the Packers who are out in front in the second quarter. Romeo Doubs, a touchdown reception. From there, let's get to the Meadowlands to check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. And they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets. A touchdown there for Saquon Barkley. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home in Acrisure Stadium. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting Jaguars. Allen Robinson, a touchdown reception. It was the former Longhorn Bijan Robinson who was tough to stop in that first half. He's already over 100 yards rushing for the game and has a touchdown run as well. Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half. And for the call, let's get you back up to Nashville, Music City, and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fights off the tackle at the 20. And he returns this to the 22. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10.
Set, ready.
Second half begins with a run by Robinson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 115 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just got to find a way to tackle someone.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Ready.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. This is to the former Titan, Jonnu Smith. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. His throw incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now a 2nd and 10.
22 needle. Drill, 52.
Ritter. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Hey, red. Smack, red. Red, cycle.
Working from the gun, Ritter. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They cannot afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that they're...
Derrick Henry all alone. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one 20.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Let's go.
At the 45-yard line.
To throw is Tannehill. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. Bijan Robinson and the Falcons back onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. This is 2nd and 8. On the counter, here's Algier. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That second down play nets a -4.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, here in this third quarter, the whole complexion of the ball game flips on a dime there, CD. This is back to a one-score game.
And sometimes when your offense is sputtering, you as a defensive unit have to take it upon yourselves to say, we've got to go out there, maybe take a few chances along the way, and see if we can generate some points ourselves. And lo and behold, they were able to deliver.
So the Titans bring the offense back out to go for 2. After the interception, here's Tannehill. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line. And unsuccessful.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Starting the drive with Algier. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Excellent job on the tackle for loss by Harold Landry, shooting into the backfield. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Algier with another carry. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll start with a give to Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Troy Anderson, the man on the tackle. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Tannehill. Short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now Tannehill. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 50, it's Tannehill. Got his man, Okonkwo. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Again, Tannehill. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 30. in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 55 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Tannehill now to throw. Throw left side here into the hands of Wesco, the tight end. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. Henry. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to make it fourth down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the right hash here. Should be an easy one. Folks, kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of the running back, tell them to take care of the ball, and try to move forward.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. On first down, Tannehill. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, Martin, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come right up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for a 4th quarter lead. Folks' kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So that Charles all season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it. And he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. On the move to his left. Ritter slides down, and he has enough for the first. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Option play. Here's Robinson to the 43, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Shot, 17.
Again, it's Robinson.
Short game, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5. Here's Ritter. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Titans have just about sewn up this football game. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game not quite over yet. We'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Now Tannehill. That is caught. And he is going to have the Titans 1st down, and that should just about do it. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. So that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only